Yes, I'm Jack Duavit from the Nationalist People's Coalition. Basically, we'd just like to say this. Sa lahat po ng partido sa Pilipinas, ang NPC po ang may pinakamaraming senador. Meron po kaming 5 senador. And there is nothing and nobody that can make us vote on any measure to abolish them and the other senators. Kung titingnan natin ang numero kung anong nasa konstitusyon, tignan nyo na lang po yung porsyento namin. Konti na lang, hindi na sila ma-abolish sigurado. At hindi lang naman kami ang may senador na kasama. So sana yung issue na po na yan, na ma-abolish sila or whatever, isang tabi na. I really don't think it's possible at all.
And to add, hindi NPC ilan sila? 6 na 5 senators. Ba't nila abolish? Kami sa Lakas. Ang party chairman ng Lakas is a senator. Ba't namin na-abolish yung party chairman namin sa Lakas, which is Senator Bong Revilla? So, I think yung mga nag-iisip na kung ano-ano, let's focus. Ngayon, yung trust issues, open na. Sinabi ni Speaker, we'll adopt your version. Kung ano yung gusto ng Senate, adapt namin. Kung anong economic provision, di ba? Yun naman eh. When we resume, the Speaker made in his speech, in the resumption of the session, we are supportive of RBH 6 of the Senate. Dapat nga, kung ako nga sasabihin, Speaker, dapat sabihan rin natin yung Senate, meron rin tayo sa atin, con-con yun eh. Bakit hindi rin nila simulan yung debates and discussion dun sa Senate regarding our RBH 6 which is con-con, Constitutional Convention. Pero, sa sobrang bait ni Speaker, gusto niya matapos na, basta kasi kailangan talaga eh. Kung umiikot sila sa buong mundo, kailangan, we really have to update our Constitution. We have to open up our economy. Anong sabi ni Speaker Martin Romualdez? Sige, adapt na lang natin kung anong gusto ng Senate. Ngayon, may usapan pa dahil sa PA. Let's not give any reason. Focus tayo. Anong kailangan gawin? Kailangan natin amendahan. We have to update the Constitution.
The question really was, how do we move forward, right? With the trust issue. The trust issue is precisely because it started also with the people's organizations like Pirma and Core Movement having no more trust in the Senate that they will act on what was approved in the House. And therefore, kami din, we have trust, of course, issues with them. However, the Speaker, we met yesterday after the Bangon Pilipinas kick-off rally attended by 400,000 people, nag-usap kami. And of course, the Speaker said that he has been in touch with the SP, Subirit, to meet with them, their leadership and the leadership of the House, ready mag-host the Speaker for dinner. And if they will meet, then that will be the way to move forward. They can discuss what to do. They have resolution, both houses, number 6, three mandatory provisions for 3 provisions. We have 6, and then they can decide. Because if they are going to really, if the Senate is really, sincere in having the economic provisions, matatapos na yan. So therefore, Speaker Romualdez is again urging the Senate to meet with him and discuss these things. There will be no more constitutional crisis if we have dinners with our leadership, because ang lang naman is economic. Now, the COMELEC already will not accept. So hold na talaga. So what is now there is that there are the 2 resolutions of both houses. Let us refine them, let them meet, and let them decide. The people cannot wait. Let us have the economic provisions amendments very much sooner. Thank you.
Yeah, just to comment on that whole trust issue, RG, I think it goes both ways. If the Senate thinks that they cannot trust us, we can also push forth the same argument to them. Where's RBH 6 that we passed last year? How come walang activity doon? Ba't hindi kayo nag-act? Wala man lang discussion, wala man lang debates nangyari doon, di ba? Kami nag-aantay. At wag niyo naman isasantabi yung paglagda ng mahigit 300 kongresista. I mean, these are not just co-authors. These are authors of that bill. And we wanted to push forward. How come the Senate did not act? And now, here's another opportunity for us to amend the Constitution, and now they're pushing another reason why they won't act. So I guess it's really finding out from them whether or not are you with us in securing charter amendments for a better Philippines. So I think that's the better question that the Senate should ask. And ako naman, personally, we want to move forward. We want to work with them. We want to make sure that there's collaboration between both houses so that no gridlock and deadlocks occur, especially undergoing the legislative process on numerous bills and resolutions that we file.
From DCWB, Isa Bendaña.
Magandang hapon po kay House Majority Leader Dalipi po or anyone po. Kamusta po yung moral ngayon ng House of Representatives? Kasi simula po nung nag-start yung People's Initiative, kayo na po yung napaparatangan, kayo na po yung sinisisi, kayo po yung binabanggit na nasa likod nitong PI. So, kamusta po kayo? And kamustahin ko na rin po yung buo pa po ba yung suporta nyo talaga kay House Speaker Romualdez? Hindi ba natitibag? Or hindi ba siya affected nitong mga nangyayari po? Thank you.
Lalong lumalakas ang House of Representatives. Kaya nga, sabi ko kanina, kung meron pang additional legislative priorities, the House is strong and united to pass all these measures. So, walang pong problema. And regarding yung mga paratang na tungkol sa PI, di ba I said, we are supportive. Kasi these are organizations who might be already fed up and tired of waiting na walang nangyayari sa House of Representatives and Senate regarding the amendments of the Constitution. So, hindi naman po sikreto na we have always been advocating for that. Even the Senate, they even filed a few days ago, RBHX. Ibig sabihin, lahat sumusuporta sa amendment, sa updating of the Constitution. Ngayon, kung may grupo na nagsimula ng papirma, hipokrito naman kami, sasabihin namin, ay wag natin suportahan. Baka sabihin mo, Congressman, baka yan na yung sagot. Baka yan na yung paraan. Kasi parati tayong walang nangyayari sa CONAS, CONCON, voting jointly, voting separately. Sabi ko nga, last Congress, sinabi na nga namin, ano yung CONAS na proposal namin? Economic provision, voting separately pa rin. Walang nangyari. So ngayon, may grupo, gusto nila magpapirma, siguro sila rin, pagod na. Walang nangyayari sa Senate and sa House. So may isa pang mode, and that is in the Constitution. Nandun po yun. Ang sa amin lang nga is CONAS and CONCON. Constitutional Assembly, Constitutional Convention. May mga ibang grupo na nakita nila, meron pa pala isa. Ano yun? People's Initiative. Baka may mangyari na dito. At least, sa People's Initiative, wala na dyan yung Senado. Wala na dyan yung Congressman. Kasi ilang administrasyon na, paulit-ulit lang Walang nangyayari. So, People's Initiative na. Ngayon, ang tanong, gusto ba namin supportan? Why not? Because we have been advocating for it ever since. Hindi pa ako congressman. Itong mga ibang kasama ko dito, congressman na sila, kinekwento nila sa akin, dati pa yan. Whether President Ramos, President Gloria Macapagal, President Duterte, mas iba pa ngayon kay President Duterte. Federal government, mas iba pa yung ina-advocate nila. Sa amin, economic provisions lang po. So, do we support the PI? Why not? It might be the solution. Can we also...
With regards to the second part of your question, yung moral, I think it's best that the individual party leaders would speak on behalf of their party and their support for Speaker Martin Romualdez.
Well, as far as moral, I think it's just the same. No? I mean, pareho rin naman I mean, kami po sa NPC, we think of ourselves as like the worker ants, no? In every Congress. And while we may not agree on everything, at least what we can say, as far as Congress and our parties, we've been consistent. And none of this is new. Maybe I sound blasé, pero we've seen this, we've gone through this so many times. It's not something that would really affect us and keep us from doing our work well. What was mentioned is, and I told this to members of the press in the last Congress, when there were questions about the CONAS drive naman of the former speaker, that there are built-in safeguards. So we just really are trying to work within the process as the process allows. And whatever comes our way, we're just going to just work through it. So I guess moral is just same.
And we
Yes, good afternoon. As far as the Nationalista Party is concerned, we would want to confirm that we are fully supportive of our speaker. For one thing, we feel in him the same desire that we, district representatives, want for our constituents. He has been helping us, especially in my case where my province needs more assistance. And the more important thing is our speaker is really a total doer, and he supports everybody. So the NP fully supports our speaker.
I think it goes the same with all the other party leaders. As for the PCFI, we have been very supportive of the speaker. In fact, we are even more united now, more than ever, and that goes to show that our leader in the House of Representatives is a working leader and is someone who we can trust, and ganun din yung binibigay niya sa amin. No? The relationship is very good.
If I may add to the position of the party list group, no, they always say trust is earned, and I think in almost 2 years that the speaker has been leading the House, that trust has been well earned. As party leaders, we have the unique opportunity of meeting the speaker almost every week to discuss matters of the House, and no party leader can actually refute the fact that the speaker is the most hardworking congressman right now in Congress, and that gives us more reason to work even harder and trust him even more. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm not a party leader, pero I'm a member of I'm the Deputy Majority Leader for Communications. So I have the privilege to attend in every meeting of the party leaders. Sa totoo lang ho, pag may mga issues, may mga problema, pinapatawag po ni Speaker lahat po ng party leaders to make one decision. Pag nagkakaroon po ng discussions, so unanimous po yung decision lagi, or dapat 100%. Kasi pag may kumontra, may affected, tinatanong. Kaya minsan no, inaabot to ng hours and hours ang meeting po ng mga party leaders. And the speaker would only adopt yung decision ng mga party leaders. Hindi lang naman ho siya ang nag-decide hunong, kundi he always consults with the party leaders. Ganun ho yung mga meeting with the party leaders. So, pag ibig sabihin, pag naaprubahan ho, nag-usap-usap, yung party leaders, aprobado po sa lahat po ng party leaders, then ina-adapt po ng speaker yon, then we bring it to the floor. Ganun lang po yun. So, suportado po at yung decision ng speaker galing din po sa decision ng party leaders.
Okay. The question earlier about the trust issues. Honestly, we don't know where it was coming from. Kasi we were pushing only for economic reforms. And in fact, it is stated clearly dun sa RBH 3, RBH 2 and RBH 6 that the lower house has passed for the last two Congresses. And even last year. So the issue that there is a hidden agenda na meron nagsasabi no election scenario, may nagsasabi na extension of term limits. Saan ho nakalagay yun? Di ba? I mean, these people selling this idea are out there to stop the effort to amend the Constitution. And I hope it's not coming from our friends from the Senate, because I am sure that they also want to amend the economic provisions of the Constitution. So dapat tingnan natin yun doon. Ngayon, nanggaling na mismo sa leadership at dun sa ating leader sa mababang kapulungan na nagsasabi na ipasa niya yung RBH 6 dyan sa Senado at i-adapt natin yan. We will embrace it, as the Speaker would want to say it. We will embrace whatever you pass there. So, whatever they pass there, if it's just economic amendments, therefore, what we will embrace and adopt are also economic amendments. So, wala hong pinag-uusapan na political dito. So, disabuse your minds and your imagination from these political provisions that you are selling to the people. If you're just out there to stop this effort to amend the Constitution, you're not doing any good to this country. This country needs the immediate economic reforms because we're left behind. Naiwanan na ho tayo ng ating mga kapit bansa sa Asia. So magtulungan ho tayo dito. The Senate and the House must sit down, discuss. We can even debate and argue, but at the end of the day, we must all agree to disagree. So panawagan po namin yan sa ating mga kaibigan sa Senado.
Secretary General, DS, Mian.
Yes, as a member representing the National People's Coalition, I just need to say 4 things. One is our support with the Bagong Pilipinas initiative, and to our President Bongbong Marcos that we're still here supporting his leadership. And second, of course, our House Speaker Martin Romualdez, we still support his leadership. He is our House leader. He's been leading us, doing all this work that the legislative group has been passing. We've passed all the LEDAC bills. 6 months ago, natapos na namin all the LEDAC bills, unless there are new priority bills that will be introduced. Third, for myself, I really support the economic provisions that needs to be updated to our Constitution. Matagal na nung 18th Congress, I was there. We passed the economic provisions amendments to the Constitution, pero hindi yata gumalaw sa Senate. And last year, as mentioned, yung CONCON naman yung pre-propose namin, and still, it's not moving. But then, yung fourth naman, being an NPC member, and we do have 5 NPC Senate members, parang I would just like to add na sila po kaibigan namin, all the senators, not just NPC members, but all the senators. We've been working with them. They've helped us pass our local bills. We work together with them for other national bills, and maganda po yung working relationship namin, and I still believe na ganun pa rin until now. And of course, to add, yung pabalik dun sa why we want econ provision, kasi like sa yung bagong Pilipinas movement natin, we said that we want to bring the government programs to every Filipino. And it's only through these economic provisions na nakikita ko na magagawa natin to. Because when we start bringing in foreign investment na mas malaki pa than what we are getting now, dahil sila magiging confident na sila to invest in our country, lahat yan domino effect na. And then at the end, the government will be collecting more. And kung yung mga constituents natin, they complain that the basic social services kulang ang tupad na nakakarating sa kanila. Yung AICs na ibibigay, kulang din daw. Sa yung mga tulong na pwedeng ibigay sa mga hospitals for those who can't afford hospitalization, kulang din daw. But when all these things happen in the near future, kung na-amend na nga natin yung ating constitution, the economic provisions are in place, lalaki na rin tong pondo kasi na mapupunta sa gobyerno natin, and we'll have plenty to share to our people. Mas magaganda na yung may bibigay natin na social services sa ating mga kababayan. And that's it. Thank you.
Kojoboy?
Yes, good afternoon po sa lahat. Dalawang bagay lang po, no, para sa akin. Very important sa atin mga Pilipino ang pagkakataon na pumili ng leader sa bawat lugar, like President, Vice President, Senators, Congressman, Mayors, Governors. Importante po. No? Ako po ay taga Mindanao. Now, ilang administrasyon na rin ang inabot ko mula pa nung panahon pa ni Kong Dadong Macapagal. Every administration, no, always part ng agenda is itong investors na gumandang ekonomiya natin, no? So, bakit naman hindi pagbigyan na gumanda yung ekonomiya natin? Wala naman nakalagay doon na na walang eleksyon. Andiyan pa rin ang right ng tao na pumili ng. Kung ma-approve tong economic amendment, wala naman sinasabi, tinanggalan ng right yung tao. Kung hindi nyo magustuhan, next year, election na, huwag nyo iboto. Di ba? Para palitan, kung hindi magustuhan ng mga tao. That will be the time na majority of the people will choose kung maganda ba yung ginawang amendment o hindi. No? Sana naman pagbigyan natin, no? Itong Maharlika Bill na dapat expected from both houses will support yung programa ng presidente. No? Yan ang nakakano pagka hindi natin nasusuportahan ang programa ng presidente. Very, very timely kasi maaga pa lang, no? 1 year and a half pa lang nakakaraan ng administrasyon ni BBM, no? Sana naman pagbigyan natin. Kung napagbigyan natin yung mga ibang presidente na nakaraan, no? Kanya-kanyang lang yan estilo ng pagdadala. Let's give it a try. No? So, yun lang po.
Okay. Ko JJ, you want to say something po?
Thank you. Magandang hapon. I've been a congressman in the 11th, 12th, and 13th Congress. Tapos ngayon, nakabalik ako. Since 11th, 12th, 13th Congress, palagi pa natin usapan yung charter change. Ngayon, nakabalik po ako sa Kongreso. I've been a governor for 3 terms also. Pinag-usapan din yan namin sa Governor's League. Ang importante lang po, yun lang pong economic provisions. Palagi yun lang tayo, pinagyayabang natin, GDP growth natin 7% lang. At however, Southeast Asian countries, double digit. Grabe sila. So, palagi tayo, hirap ang Pilipinas, hirap ang Pilipino. Ito yung pagkakataon na mag-amendahan. Tapos yung trust po, as what Speaker Martin said, pwede naman tayo mag-usap Let's put it black and white. Ano ba talagang gusto? Pag nag-usap na yon, tuloy-tuloy na sana. Sana po matuloy po yon. Kasi kailangan natin umuswag. Kailangan na natin na maganda ang bukas, lalo na sa mga apo namin. Kaya yun ang tinitingnan. Not only today, but for tomorrow, for our country, and for our children's children. Thank you po.
Since session is about to begin in 2 minutes, we can only entertain 2 more questions from... okay ka na?